Hello everyone. I know last week was kind of a frustrating week with the whole graphing thing, but you guys have gone through it. It's done. It's out of the way. And so now we're moving on to better things. Of course, a lot of you should have already started on those exponents, which you'll find are super easy. So now we're going to talk about some factoring stuff. The first couple ones that they have you do are fairly easy, self-explanatory. So as long as you hit explain, you'll be able to go and kind of follow the steps that they have there. But one of the things is when you get to the trinomials, which this is an example of a trinomial. As you see, it has one term, two, and here's your third one. Okay, these are a little bit more complex. And there is one method called the AC method that will work for all of the trinomials, even the ones with leading coefficient of 1, also with the perfect squares and stuff. So let's take a look at this. I want to kind of go over this example to help you understand. Now you can use this example, again, for all trinomials. So when you get to the factoring part, that's what you want to look at. Okay, so we have A, B, and C. Those represent the numbers in front of the letters, okay, or in front of those variables. So we're going to take 6, and we're going to multiply by 2, okay? That's the AC method, because we're taking A, we're multiplying it by C, okay? Which gives us 12. Now, we want to list all the factors. All factors of 12. Okay, and you'll see here in a short second. So we start out, we've got 1 times 12. We also have negative 1 times negative 12. Gets us a positive 12. We've got 2 times 6. We also have negative 2 times 6. 3. Oh, I didn't write my negative sign. 3 times 4. And we still have negative 3 times negative 4. Okay, so looking at all of our factors, once you have them listed out, we want to see the factors that will add up to the middle term. Okay, so you want to add up to equal B. Okay, in this case, B is negative 7. Okay, so that's what you want to find, is the factors that add up to that. Well, 1 plus 12 would equal 13. That's not what we want. We've got negative 1 plus a negative 12. That gets us negative 13. We've got 2 plus 6, which gives us 8. A negative 2 and a negative 6 gives us negative 8. We got 3 times 4, which gives us, sorry, we're adding 3 plus 4 equals 7. And then again, we have negative 3 and a negative 4, which gets us a negative 7. So it looks like here, this gives us our negative 7, which is what B is. See? This is what B is. And when these two are multiplied together, they get us this negative 12, or the positive 12, sorry. Okay. So now that we've found those factors, we're going to split the middle term. Okay. And I'm going to put our negative 3z here, and our negative 4z right there. Okay, because negative 3 and negative 4 gets us a negative 7. Okay, the rest of the stuff you're going to bring down. So you bring down the positive 2. You're going to bring down that 6z squared. Okay, and this, of course, is my favorite term in the whole world. You're going to draw, now that you've got 4 terms, okay, and this is kind of where that factor by grouping comes in. So if you're watching this before you've started any of the factoring, factor by grouping has the 4 terms. You're going to draw that squiggly line right down the middle. On the left side, we're going to focus on what we can divide or factor out. So if you look at both sides, we can factor out 3z. Okay, which means we're dividing each of the terms on the left side of the squiggly line. Okay, so whatever you divide out, you're going to set aside. Okay, next, you're going to divide that. So whatever's left over, you're putting inside some parentheses. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Z. And of course, this is where that exponent rules come into play. And then negative 3z divided by 3z is negative 1. Okay, there's always going to be that 1 there. Okay, we're going to go to the right side out of both of those terms. We can take out a 2. Now here's what's important is whatever's left in the parentheses, we need this set of parentheses to match the first set. So we're going to look, okay, it's going to end up with a positive number here. So what we want to do is we want to take out a negative 2 instead. Okay, so when we do that, negative 4 divided by a negative 2 gets us a positive 2z, which is the same thing we have over here. And divide this by a negative 2 gets us that negative 1. Okay, from here you're going to look at both sides. Okay, and you're going to say, okay, what can I take out of both? Well, out of both of these, you can take out the 2z minus 1. Same thing over here, 2z minus 1. Okay, now remember when you're taking it out, you're going to set it aside first. So that's the first thing we're going to write down. So 2z minus 1. Okay, so this cancels this. And this cancels this. And now we're going to look what's left over. Well, we've got this 3z here. Again, you're going to put it in parentheses. And a negative 2 over here. So you're going to put that negative 2 over here. Okay? And that, right here, is your answer. Okay, again, you can follow these steps for every trinomial. And as you can see, they had a lot of factored by grouping and just regular factoring here. Okay, so if you're watching this before you have started any of the factoring, you'll see that basically all those little steps, they're going to build up to where you get to this point of factoring. Okay, so if you can understand this, all the factoring will be super easy. Again, if you have any questions, remember that I am available for tutoring, so please don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email and schedule time, or of course join me during my office hours. Good luck this week. You can do this. Aim for 100%. All right. Bye-bye.